Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Live Pod. Today we have on Vinny and Adrian from Vinage. Is that right?
Vinage.
Vinage. That's the one.
Vinage, whatever.
There you go to anything graphic, anything signage. They're your boys, Melbourne based. Thank you very much for coming on, boys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us,
Thank
boys.
you very much for having us.
Absolutely, anytime. Well, we've this podcast has been probably one for a long time that we've been trying to
It's
organise.
been in the works for ages.
It has.
I think, oh God, a few months now, probably
It's
like.
your fault for getting sick, bro.
Yeah, I get sick. We meant to do it last week, but the fucking flu's going around in Melbourne at the moment. And,
100%, bro.
I know.
Everyone's just like, coughing, sneezing. It's just like... it
fucking hangs around too for like
Hard.
3-4 weeks.
It's gone round.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah, so we meant to do it last week. I was sick. Sorry.
It's all right.
Apologies.
Changed all my plans on a Friday. but-
I'm so sorry because it was on the Friday,
It was
dude.
the Friday.
Fuck. Honestly, I would have sat here in the corner like, like that would have been fucking dead. But no, thank you for coming on. Again, we've been speaking about it for a while. I'll hand it over to you boys. Tell us a bit about your story. I don't know if you want to do it like an individual type thing before you met. I think that'd be quite interesting.
Who you are, and then how you guys became...
Well, me and Vinny, we've known each other all our lives, really. My old man, his old man grew up together.
Oh, okay. So full on.
Family thing, literally since we were born, But grew up and then, cut long story short sort of thing, we got to a point where Vinny hit me up and was like, fuck, we're going to do a mural, for the council. At that point, we were both doing graffiti.
Like full on graffiti.
Full graph.
Like on the walls.
On the walls, on the trains, whatever. Just hitting it.
It wasn't illegal.
No, it wasn't illegal. Nothing's illegal. No, nothing.
no, definitely not.
It was on private property.
Private property, private trains, just private property
He
everywhere.
bought a train, yes.
Yeah.
He bought a
Private
train.
trains.
That's it. Just practice.
It wasn't PTV.
Those metro ones, those private ones.
Yeah, those ones.
Okay.
It was all practice, but practice led to a good thing, But Vinny got a gig.
What age is this?
This was well, look, graffiti started when I was probably like 15, 14, really.
We were very young.
Very young.
Probably younger, to be honest.
Yeah,
What area?
How did that start? Where did, was it like you guys liked art class in school, and then how did graphing come about?
I don't know. We're into BMX, so we're at the skate
Yeah.
park a bit. So I think that's where it sort of come in a bit too. But even
Then-
at school, that's all I'd done. Maths class,
Graph on your paper.
Graffiti.
just fucking
Literally.
drawing on the
What
back
was your
of my
tag?
book. Majors.
Ages.
So it's like short for ages, like my tag, ages.
Oh, yeah.
I just threw an M at the start. Mix it up.
Change it up a little bit.
100%.
Yeah, that's it.
But, you say he was a chippy.
Yeah, I was a chippy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we went from 15, teenager, graphing.
So I went from school to then literally went into VCAL at year 11 and then just fucking got...
Shout out VCAL.
Yeah, VCAL, the boys, yes. Got kicked out. It wasn't for me. And then my old lady being a wog, my mum comes in the room, you're not staying home. She got me an actual job as a carpenter. Next day I started work. So I was on the tools, mate, at like 16, 17 years old, grinding, Done that till probably about 20 years old. And then I fucking fell out of that, man. But I was always into graffiti, BMX, all that, And then Vinny sort of hit me up saying,
So did you guys lose touch with each other for a couple of years?
Look, we're always like family, like birthdays.
Yeah, they always hang around.
Yeah, like always caught up, like family birthdays and shit like that, We haven't caught up to like fucking go riding BMX, graph and all that. That was always the case.
Till Age got locked up.
Yeah, on my birthday. Got done on my 17th birthday.
So they caught you graphing?
Yeah. I just took it for granted a bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Go to prison.
Nah, I didn't go.
It's a sleepover.
I just took it for
joke,
granted,
yeah.
man. Like I was just fucking whatever, just broad daylight with, the radio going, the music pumping, just
Living your best life. bro.
living my best life, just painting a wall, and people walking past like, "How you going?" Like, and then I saw a fucking cunt on a bike, and I'm like, and it was a cop. And then he chased me down and got me in.
Was he on a beam like undercover or?
Yeah, no, he was on a marked dirt bike for a cop.
Oh,
yeah. I saw the little like police emblem on it, but yeah, he got me.
Yeah, so that's where Age was. And then, you went into graphics on...
Yeah, I was a
before
graphic
that?
designer at uni, so at that time as well, when I sort of got out of carpentry, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was partying a bit.
As you do.
As
As
you
you
do.
do at that age.
19 to 20, 18 to 20 was like
Prime.
prime party days, you know?
Full send.
Fucking really random question, but if there was like, when you guys were tagging and stuff, if the government turned around and gave you like a fucking block of empty walls that you could legally go and fucking graph all you want,
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
would you?
Fucking
We'll
no.
get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
100% we would. But,
Well,
Yeah.
that was where age was, and then I left school when I was 14.
Like year 9, yeah.
School was enough for me. I'm actually a Sparky.
Oh,
I
yeah.
tried.
TAFE
when-
and everything.
What's that?
Did you go to TAFE?
Yeah, graphic design,
Yeah.
Sparky. Now look, here we are making neon signs.
100%. So yeah, I left school, wasn't for me. Never really went. And then yeah, same thing. My parents, what do you want to do? Electrician. So I done full apprenticeship. Got qualified, and then I think it was 19 or something. Got over it. That was
Yeah.
it, done. And then yeah, I approached Age, and I said to him, "You love graph, I love graph. Let's start a business." Come up with the name Vinage.
And sort of what age were you guys then?
We would have been
19 or something
yeah
like
19, something like that.
19 or 20. I was still at uni doing graphic design.
Yeah.
That was in 2013, yeah?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
20 got
2013.
Yeah, actually
correct.
it was, yeah.
Now, I think one of the, I guess, appealing things about you guys and the reason why we wanted to have a chat today is, you started off somewhere small and the business you have now is obviously extremely successful.
Yeah.
You guys
So-
are doing things, as you said before, South Melbourne Market, Muscle City, one of the most known gyms in Melbourne.
Massive
Yeah.
jobs. Massive
We've got some really good clients, but at the same time, it's 10 years actually this year.
Wow.
But let me tell you,
It's been hard.
it's still to this day it's hard.
Well, run us through it because I think
Very hard.
Before you guys even say that, I think that in itself speaks for something.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh yeah, like, we're making good money, we've got good clients.
Yeah.
10 years.
10 years.
And now you're working with Muscle City. It wasn't like day dot, I got all these big clients
Yeah.
doing shit for free, small bits and pieces
At
here.
all, man.
And
and
then
you might have people, sorry to interrupt, you might have people come across your social media and be like, oh, these guys are a great business. They started like 2 years ago or they're an early business.
I get
Like,
it all
no
the
one-
time.
No one knows.
100%.
Yeah, no one knows the hard work.
When they see you or like they speak to you, like they don't know until like you sort of run them through like the jobs you've done or,
Yeah,
until they keep scrolling until they can't scroll no more on the Insta.
yeah.
100%.
It's just never ending pretty much,
yeah.
Like you scroll right back to the start. It's right back to the start where we just started, But fucking back to where we started though. It was literally graffiti, man. It was no signage. It was nothing, yeah. So Vinny actually hit me up and he's like, fuck, we got to do a mural for a cafe.
Cafe in Brunswick, right?
Yeah, cafe in Brunswick, but we need a fucking business. So we need to start a
How did
business.
that happen? Did they reach out to you? How did that come about?
Your
It was
brother-in-law.
actually my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Opened up a cafe and he's like, boys, I want you to come down and
Just graph some shit on the wall.
graph some shit on the wall. And we're like, all right,
Fucking oath.
this is it.
You're like, man, I'm having fun. Let's do it.
So me being graphic designer, I'm like, fuck, all right, let's just design something up. So, I've designed an A-frame and then I'm like, what are we going to name it? And I'm like, fuck it, whatever, Vinage. And then I'm quickly doing a logo, which we still got today, which is...
Is that the logo?
not
I don't
on
think it's
my
on.
top.
No,
No,
it's
it's not even
not
on this
either.
top, but
Wow.
it's the V, it's the actual
Yes.
V and the A drip logo.
Yeah.
You would have seen it.
Yeah.
But that's the OG logo. And yeah, from there, we done that one. And then we done another mural for someone else. And then we knew people in the council, which what we'll get into
Right.
before.
So, it's like you did that one for your brother-in-law, and
Correct.
then was it sort of just
Hume City Council.
Well, I knew someone in Hume
Yeah.
City Council, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Whatever. I'm like, "Oh, we're actually doing graffiti, whatever." And he's like, "Why don't you come do some workshops with children?
wow?
Around the thing?" And we're like, "Fuck, all right, we're gonna get paid for it.
Yeah.
Might as well teach kids how to graffiti." As well as we were getting big walls and we were getting paid by the council
Here's something
to
on
paint
that.
big murals.
Did you guys ever get backlash for that in terms of like why you're teaching kids how to graph? Like it's a bad thing. It's almost like looked down upon in society.
It was a bit like these kids, they needed a bit of like
Disadvantaged
guidance.
kids
Yeah, they were
type thing?
disadvantaged.
Yeah.
Like they had nowhere to go. It was like Prime Broady, like
Yeah.
at the youth centre.
Yeah,
So like they had nowhere to go anyway. So it was like sort of, a bit for them.
but like look, this is just
It's like
me
an
playing-
after school program. you
Yeah,
know
this
what
is
I
me
mean?
just
For kids.
playing devil's advocate. It's like,
Yeah.
well, there's like because they're in that position, is that a good thing to do to teach them how to graph? Like I'm just like
I don't
just
know.
poking the bear because
I wouldn't have a clue.
people would say, oh, well, if they're in a shitty position, why would you teach them how to do something illegal? Why
Yeah,
not teach
true.
them how
Yeah.
to cook or clean or whatever it might be?
Look,
Yeah,
we
you
saw
got
the
a point.
opportunity. We took it. We
100%.
grabbed it. Yeah,
100%,
like we
bro.
we're gonna say no. We're
Fucking
getting
oath.
paid for it.
Andy.
Fucking to graft, man. Like who gives a fuck?
Yeah, do
End
it.
of the day, and then that
Exactly.
led to us traveling like interstate. You know what I mean? Doing workshops interstate. You know what
Wow.
I mean? They were paying for our accommodation.
So it
just,
started from there.
It started from there, man.
So it
pretty
started
much.
from a mural, and then
Right,
you
from
went to the-
murals.
yeah.
And then we were doing a mural at a place, and they're like, "Do you know how to do signs?" And we're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
"Yeah." We
Say
can.
yes now, figure it out later.
Chippy,
That's
sparky.
it.
Literally.
We had no idea.
It
We-
was Cafe.
Cafe 23 in Airport West.
That's the one.
But that's still going.
It's still there.
That's still going.
100%.
So that sign at the front, OG, we had no fucking idea.
They're listening to
How
like
to-
these fucking guys rorted me.
Literally, they're like, and we're like, no, we know. We'll
we-
do you signage,
we
no
took it on.
problem.
So we took it on.
We left and we're like, man,
Mind you, we're working out of his garage.
it will work out in my garage. Set my garage up as like a full studio, whatever.
So then we fucking went home, went on eBay, fucking little Chinese machine, made little like vinyl stickers. We got some free vinyl with the machine.
But that's when Sam came into it. So our project manager that works for us still to this day, he actually helped us with that.
He was,
He was
Vinny's
a,
next door neighbour too.
my next door neighbour.
He was a
It's funny
sign writer.
once I was doing one of my mate's trucks at the front, National Plan aisle,
Hmm.
and my next neighbour comes in and he goes, "Man, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm painting the truck, old school signage." He's like, "Man, I'll just do a stencil for you, man. You would have been done in an hour. You've been busting your balls out here for a week." In 30, I said, "What do you mean you do signage?" He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm a sign writer," and that's where I come into with this cafe.
Okay.
Helped us out. We
So
got
then-
that job over the line.
So then you two sort of formed, obviously.
Yeah, we're like
The company and then
signage is
he-
actually alright. It's a lot easier than fucking painting a wall for a week. We've done this job in a day.
So prior to that, what business knowledge did you guys have?
Fuck all.
Okay. So you've just started an ABN at this point?
That's
Yep.
it.
Look,
And-
obviously our parents growing up, they've taught us
Yeah.
morals and all that. Like,
And
my
did they
parents
have an
been
input?
in business? 100%.
Yeah.
Like they've guided us the whole way, you know what I mean, as well. But they've let us go too, you know what I mean? Make a mistake, pull back. Hey, pull your fucking head in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let us go.
Mentoring,
Let us go.
guidance.
Mentoring. Man, we've failed fucking heaps of times. Yeah? Pull our head in. What the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? We'll go again. As long as you don't make the same mistake twice.
I think that's
Sweet.
I think that's a really big one in the sense that, yeah, our parents or the people we look up to, for easy example, will pull you in, even if we're not going to listen to them or we're not going to take their opinion. Just having it, it's like maybe
your
they
head.
are right. Yeah,
Yeah.
makes you sort of actually think, am I doing the right thing?
Sometimes you don't want to listen, but like it's always there.
Yeah.
You always got to
100%.
Yeah.
take it on
and like,
board.
especially when you know it's coming from a loved one where they've always got your best interest at heart. It's like, fuck, maybe what I'm doing isn't actually best for what I think is going to happen. Maybe they've actually got a better plan.
Yeah.
And maybe I should listen.
Yeah, 100%.
What were your thought patterns in I guess I'll ask you this individually in both your heads when you had started the company in terms of the future? Did you guys take a step back and think, all right, let's plan the future and actually create a company, or were you just going by go, seeing how it was all happening?
Yeah, what was the
going
plan
through your
for
head?
Vinage?
Fuck, I don't even know, man. We just took it sort of as it comes. Like we said, we've done that shop. We're still doing graph here and there. We still, and at that point, we were sole trading. So like, we're doing a job and taking a clip. Like it was mad. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Make a good coin.
And that's all you guys are doing then?
That's what we're doing. You know.
Yeah, so full time.
We went full time. I was still sort of at uni at the same time.
Yep.
But then I sort of finished. I finished uni, and then I had to make that decision. What am I going to do? Yeah, am I going to go work for some cunt, or
Am I doing
gonna-
me? Yeah.
That's right. Am I going to do what me and Vinny fucking know best, and just
100%.
take it on, man? Like
We had no other income.
yeah, no
No
income.
income.
So you got to make it fucking work. That's
Man,
it.
it was either go get another job. This is the thing, touching on that subject. When you're starting a business, it's either you're in or you're out.
Andy.
Now, I find you got two choices here. It's a 50-50. It's either going to work or it's not. But if you've got other things, other incomes and all that, and you're not focusing 100% on that one thing, it's not going to work. I don't care what anyone fucking says. Yeah?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, and this is something I was
You
speaking
have
to
to-
actually with Leo. He's like, if you've got too many things going on, you can't. Like you got to put 100% into something.
He's 100% fucking
100%.
right. He's
And another
100%
guy,
right.
this is something Reese always says. Reese Livingstone. he always says like you can't have priorities. You can only have priority because that means that you can't like they can't be level. It's
you don't know
one thing.
Yeah, you got to put all your effort
100%.
into one thing.
This is why when I see a lot of people, oh, I got this business, I got that business, I got this business. I don't give a fuck about your business. Concentrate on one. That one business is more valuable to you than your 10.
Touching on that, a big aspect of
It's
that
true though.
is like personal life and things happening on the
100%.
side too.
Yeah.
We like not business related, but were you guys like in relationships at that point? Did you have to prioritize certain things out of your life, whether it be family, partner,
Early
friends?
days, I think I met my wife that I have now, like right at the start of my business career. She's pulled me along the way, you know, as well.
Yeah.
I've had hard times and she's pulled me up.
Yeah,
you know?
because if you meet the right one, they can definitely help.
Yeah,
Well,
100%.
The missus plays a big part in your business career and success, yeah? And I've always said to I've been with my missus since I was young. She's my wife now. And I've always said to her from the start, you let me do what the fuck I got to do. You do what you got to do and you let me what I got to do. If you want nice shit in your life, shut the fuck up. It's true though. No, seriously, he'll vouch for that. And I tell her all the time, you want nice shit, you stay home, you look after the kids, you let me do what I got to do. If I come home at fucking 12 o'clock at night, I come home at 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Bro, my firstborn child, I didn't fucking see for the first year. No bullshit. That was almost still doing our fucking 24-hour shifts, man. The first 4 years of our business career, we used to sleep there, man.
Yeah.
And what was going on in your head in that point in time?
You think, fuck, is it worth it? Am I doing the wrong thing?
Bro, a lot of
I'll start
shit,
again.
man. You have days where you're like, fuck, man, what am I doing?
Throw the towel in.
And then you think to yourself, fuck, can't throw the towel in. We're too deep. You know what I mean? But fuck, the missus plays a big part of it. Big part. Yeah. Anyway,
If you could go back and do anything different, would you or no?
Nah, fuck
not
'em.
with that. No way. Like it is what it is with that.
And that's the hardest part too when you're in that situation, thinking those thoughts, because at that point in time you don't know any better in the sense of you haven't envisioned what the company is now and the jobs that you're doing now and
No.
how it is. And it's hard to not have that vision in front of you and then make that sacrifice of not being with your firstborn for 12
well,
months.
that was so that wasn't at the start. That was like probably what is he now? He's 4. So 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, so even more recently.
it was more recently, hey?
Midway. you'd say.
Yeah, midway into it. Yeah.
But again, it was work that needed to be done to progress the business. was it not?
100%.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah. But what I'm saying is a lot of people wouldn't do that. Like, fuck, if I had a child now, it'd be a bit different. You know what I mean? Fuck, because the business is established, we've got certain things in place, we can leave a little bit early and we can do what we're going to do. But back then,
You gotta
like
do it. You gotta
halfway,
fucking do
bro, it was like,
You're building a business, you know what I mean? You're building
100%.
to get to the point where you're at now,
Right.
you know?
Yes.
bro, I used to go home, I used to wake my kid up. Like, my used to lose it. What are you doing? Fuck, I want to see him, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen the kid.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen him. It was fucking 12:30 at night. Do you know what I mean? From 6:30 in the morning. That were the shifts we were doing, man.
Yeah.
17, 18-hour days.
And that
I think back to the relationship stuff. It has to be like that. They have to. It can't be. Oh well, I want to spend time with you. Well, it's like we can, but not right now. It's not right now. It's like we have to play the long game right now.
Yeah.
No,
If
it
you-
doesn't work
and
that
it's
way.
hard for your missus too in that position as well, because they can't see the vision that you have, and it's hard trying to convince someone that you love or you have feelings for that
In 10
you need
years,
to
it'll be
trust
worth
me.
it.
Like you need to trust
Well, in
me.
that way, we're very blessed with the girls we got
Yeah.
because they're business minded as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Which I think you need to have. Like I think
100%.
if your partner is somewhat needy and needs you there all the time and doesn't understand that, you need to be doing what
You've
doing.
just failed.
Yeah.
You might as well not even open a business.
Yeah.
Because your missus will hold you back and that's it. Gone.
Yeah.
You got to find the work-life balance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100% you do.
Sorry.
I was having that conversation about work-life balance with my mum actually, and I was trying to tell her that it's not a balance, because balance means equal. Again, nothing's equal, as we've
Yeah.
said. It's a spectrum. It's like, let's say completely left is just business, completely right is just family. Right now, I think we're all in this room pushing towards the left. Mainly business, a little bit of family.
100%.
And that's if your goals are important, if you're trying to strive for X amount of revenue per month, whatever it is, you've
Sure.
got to sort of push some things to the side because you can only have one main priority.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how it has to be. And there's going to be times, let's say around Christmas, where you sort of pull back a little bit, spend time with your
No,
family.
you have to.
But yeah,
It's
it's more of
literally
like
like a
it's a
scale.
spectrum. Yeah, it's just
It's
you,
literally like a
Yeah,
sliding
left to
scale.
right,
So
left
if you've
to
got your
right.
business and family, and you always have to find that sweet spot of, unless you move too much on one side, the other one falls.
No, 100%.
Going back to that point in time in your life,
Yeah. So very at the start, yeah, go on.
what you just told me, like that's pretty hard. You know, to know that you've got a child at home, you're getting home late. What was your motivation there? Like, what was going through in your head to be pushing you to think, oh, you know what? Fuck, I know what I need to do. I've got to do it. What?
Just got to grow this business.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
it's just the business.
Just pure hustle, man. Like, I don't know, man. We've just always been pure hustle. Like, we got
Where
to
do you think that
grind.
derived from, though?
Just, I think as we progressed, like at the start, we worked from my garage, yeah? When we started doing couple of those jobs, those signing jobs, like, all right, shit's getting a little bit serious. If we want to take, bro, within the first 6 months we're in the garage, we're like, shit.
Yeah, we can't.
We're
do
making
this in the garage.
signs, bro. There's pictures and videos. We're making signs in my driveway from the start of the garage right down, imagine, down the driveway onto the footpath. People walking their dogs over and walking over the signs. Shit was getting
We
real.
had clients coming past for consultations, because we're doing t-shirts too, like just heat press. And they were coming in the garage and we're like just sort of holding a meeting like in the garage. It was so fucking.
But the way we talk on the phone, it's like we got this big place and they rock up to this our garage and we're like,
Oh, we get that too.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
we
mean?
get that. We're in the same boat.
You
We're
remember
in
what the fuck's this room?
but it doesn't matter. It's still giving you.
if you can provide the service and do it,
There's no
fucking well,
issue.
that's it.
100%. It doesn't matter, like
100%.
And then, like, before you knew it, man, like, we're getting calls left, right, and center for murals, fucking this and that, and clothing. We're like, what the fuck's going on? Like, where did all this come from? But it was just literally instant word of mouth. We'd do one job, he'd talk to him. And then he'd talk to him. And then before you know it, it's like spreading like a fucking...
Word of mouth is the best sales rep.
Yeah.
It's doesn't cost anything, and you got little sales reps everywhere.
Andy.
That's how we built our business.
6
All word
months
of
in,
mouth. Yeah?
6 months in, we're like, fuck, we need a place. We need a place. We need a base, you know? We just looking around everywhere. We didn't know where to go. We're going to go Camberfield, and then we're going to go to bloody...
What area were you guys from originally?
I'm Caroline Springs, Tails Lakes, that area. Same, Vinny's Greenvale.
I was in Greenville back then, but now Tails Lake.
The other side of Melbourne.
Yes,
Yeah.
Catch a fucking plane to get there.
literally.
Literally. Oh,
So then so you moved into...
We got into that joint in Tullamarine,
Yep.
Yeah.
the first place, which we were sub-renting with another person in there.
Remember our rent?
We only had upstairs.
It was $200 a week, and we're shitting ourselves.
Yeah.
We're like, how are we going to pay for this?
So we're upstairs. We didn't have a factory. We only had like
a room.
a room upstairs. I'm like, fuck, we've got so much space. What are we going to do with this and that, you know? And then fucking 6 months later, we ended up kicking this cunt out.
You're out, bro. Yalla.
You're out,
Get
bro.
out.
Get out, you know?
Get out.
Took
My
out,
shop now.
took out the whole factory, and then we're like, fuck, what are we going to do with all this space, you know? Before you know it, man, we're
Filled
filling
it up.
shit up and then employing staff and...
You know, I think what comes from that is your mindset naturally grows. It's like, all right, so you kick this guy out. He said, all right, we've got all this space.
Yeah, it's
Can't leave it empty. I have to get busy.
Yeah, you just
Now, what
get
the
you
fuck
just
do I do?
adapt to it, bro.
So I
like,
gotta make sure my signs are fucking good. So this person tells all their friends fucking about
Yeah,
me. I gotta make sure
1000%.
I'm making a good product, a good service, so I can get the money in to fill this place up.
every
100%.
step we took, it's like, fuck, are we doing the right thing? This is fuck, like, this is a punt, you know? It's a punt. It's a gamble.
The amount of meetings we've had, like we have every step. But the thing is, where it comes into it as a business owner, and I think where people fail, they move too quick, where we'll build a solid foundation, make sure we're sweet, then we go again. Bang. Solid foundation. We'll make sure, okay, if this doesn't work and we fall, we're only going to stop here. We're not going to fall down here.
That's a really
We're just
good
going to come
analogy.
back to here,
I
yeah?
like that.
And we've done that for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
10 up.
We just done a massive move at the end of last year. We just took on another factory, our third factory. And we're like,
Is that the one I
shit.
came to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just took on that one and we're like, shit. Is this the right thing to do? Obviously it was. Bang. But if it didn't for some reason, it failed, we would only come back to where we were. Do you know what I mean?
It literally forces you to level up. You're like, okay, well the rent's, let's say fucking 10 grand. So I've got to
100%.
make 10 fucking grand
100%.
or I'm broke. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
It's like make or break. You pick it. You
Yeah.
pick. You can make the calls. You can send out the emails. You can put money into marketing. But it's like whatever it takes to solve X problem.
100%.
You have to do it.
Like what Vinny's saying before, you can do the marketing, you can chase the work and whatever, but end of the day, if you do fucking shit job for that cunt down the road, he's going to talk.
That's it.
People are going to see it. They're not going to come to you. You know what I mean?
No, it's 100%. But, bro, no business will run at 100%. Yeah? Straight up. You will never run your business at 100%.
Because if you're saying if it's at 100%, there's no room for improvement.
Bro, it's impossible. I don't care what anyone says in business. You will never run your business at 100%. You're always going to have stuff ups. You're always going to fail and you're always going to fuck up, yeah? Everyone's human. If you can run your business at 95%, you're doing well. Bro, we've stuffed up on jobs, but at the same time, it's how you fix that fuck up and how you
Move on.
quickly react.
Like you can do a fuck up on a job, for example, like you get your car up, you come in, you get your car up. Well, actually, I'll go out on site, yeah, and I put a sign up and it's fucking, I've spelt it wrong for some unknown reason, which you were meant to approve it anyway. But do you know what I mean? Like it's, even though it's sort of your problem, but it's my problem, I'll take ownership on that, yeah? So it's my fault. I'll never blame the client, yeah? I'll take ownership of it, but I'll make sure that that job's fixed up within a day.
Yeah.
So if I fix that job up in a day, they'll respect you more for fixing it.
1,000%.
So quickly.
So
taking
quickly.
ownership and owning it. Just own it, bro.
100%.
And like
Have to.
they'll respect it a lot more than if that job ran so smooth and it was done. They'll still remember, fuck that, you know what? They done my sign and they fucked it up. But you know what? They come back and they fix it the next day without any fucking question.
Yeah, no
You know
hiccups.
what I mean?
Just, did what they had to do.
So it's things like that.
So
like,
that mindset, customer service, marketing, business, getting new warehouses, rent, overheads, all of, the business related things, with you two not having a background in business, starting it with no fucking idea and having an ABN, how did you learn all of that information? Is it...
Well, like I said, from our parents, yeah? My dad as well.
you get mentored. You like...
And do you reckon your parents were the mentors, or did you have
100% the
someone
whole way.
else externally,
No.
business maybe
No.
come
No.
in, or...
Nope. Pure family.
Yeah.
Just-
And I guess your fuck ups as well over the time. You
Yeah, you
100%.
learn from your fuck ups.
Your fuck up is your mentor.
100%.
Over the past 2 years we've been doing this.
Yeah.
That's been the number one from literally every guest.
But it's also your staff too, yeah? You put on good staff. You learn off them as well.
1,000%.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
You're paying good people to work for you. You might not know a lot of the stuff that they know. You don't know everything.
Outsource and delegate.
That's right. You don't know
100%.
a lot of the shit that fucking... but you learn. Do you know what I mean?
But
Like,
we've had staff members come in and they're like, boys, look, we don't think this is running right. We think maybe we should do it this way, that way. And we're like, all right, let's talk.
It's a big thing because a lot of people, a lot of business owners these days, they get too emotionally attached.
They get butthurt. Like,
Yeah.
why?
Fuck you,
What
I'm
I said
correct.
is right. What I said.
1,000%.
never have we been like that.
Never been like that. And we've told our staff, if you got an idea that's better than ours
Tell us.
and it works, let's talk.
Let's roll with it.
We still do that to this day.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Because I do want to touch on that briefly. Because based on what you guys have, told us about your story and the business and how you started and how it started from a garage and now you're in, you got multiple warehouses. It almost sounds like this company is your baby.
100% it is.
And that's why through those tough times, essentially you had two kids. You had the business and obviously your child.
That's right.
What are your thoughts on an owner relationship like that towards your business?
It's a must.
Mm.
If you, how do I put it? If you don't love your business and love what you do, it's not going to work. A business will only be as successful as you make it. Yeah?
Like you want to wake up in the morning and be like, fuck, all right, let's hit it. You don't want to wake up in the morning and dread go to work. Like
100%.
if you wake up in the morning and you're dreading the day, well, fuck, you're in the wrong industry. You're doing the wrong thing. If you go to sleep at night being like, that was a fucking hard day. Yeah, you're going to have a hard day, but like...
Did you enjoy actually doing
That's right.
the job?
100%.
Yeah, that's
You
a
gotta-
big thing.
you gotta
That's the
enjoy it.
biggest thing, yeah? And that's just something with business. That's with anyone.
Mm.
If you got a job, you got to enjoy your job. That brings happiness to you, yeah? But I'll tell you now, like, as an outsider, if a lot of outside people would look at us and think, fuck, look at these guys, you know what I mean? Mate, they don't know half the shit we've been through. Bro, I've nearly had 4 heart attacks in 10 years. No bullshit, swear to God. I've had an ambulance rock up. I've collapsed in my office.
Fucking hell.
He's laughing.
No, I'm not even, I swear to God, I'm not even joking. I've
Yeah,
collapsed
seen
in
it
my
all.
office.
Like,
This bloke's just like,
yeah, he did. I'm out in a stretcher, I swear to God, man.
Man, fuck.
Bro, I've had mental breakdowns. He's had mental breakdowns. You know what I mean? I get stress tests all the time because I think I'm going to have a fucking heart attack. No one sees the shit we go through, man. But they're quick to judge.
Yeah.
I think that's why we want to get you boys on too.
I think that's a really big one, especially in today's day and age of social media and TikTok and hustle culture. And
Social media these
and
days.
everyone's posting about, yeah, bro, hustle, grind,
Yeah.
don't worry about it, keep grinding, fucking 3 a.m. wake ups,
Yeah.
which is all good and well. Fucking work hard for your shit. Andrew Tate says it as well. But nobody talks about nobody says, oh, I cried myself to sleep. Nobody says, I just lost 50
100%.
grand. Nobody says, oh, my business partner, we're arguing.
Went out on a stretcher because he had a heart attack.
Yeah, nobody says that shit. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
everyone just wants to see the outcome of, oh, I got to,
Everyone only sees the pretty stuff.
yeah.
You know,
They see the big factory
But they're
you
quick
guys
to
got.
judge. Oh, fuck, he must be loaded. Brother, you don't know what we've fucking been through. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At all. And to be honest, we don't really show any of that shit anyway, to be honest.
I think that's sort of off topic, but people forget that you could be making $10 million a week.
Yeah.
But if your expenses are 9 million, you're only making 1 million.
100%.
And people forget that. Like, oh yeah, this guy makes 10 grand a week. Yeah, but if he's paying the office, the staff, the employees, the new
100%.
materials, he's just spent 8 grand. So he's only making 2 grand a week.
People look at the overall
Busting
bigger
is-
picture.
They look
Busting
at
is
overall
us.
turnover. Like, fuck, I'm turning over fucking 100 mil.
Yeah, look up top
Oh
line.
yeah, show me your profit, man.
Yeah, what are your margins? Yeah.
What do you make 100 grand? Well, you gotta do 50 million to make 100.
And that works the other way too. Like quiet people often, very quiet people make a
Correct.
fucking lot of money.
Yep.
And it works both ways too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is quite interesting.
But the biggest thing that I find, sorry to interrupt,
Absolutely, go.
the biggest thing I find though is how you deal. And Age has always been, I'll vouch for him, he'll vouch for me, humble. Yeah? We're not fucking show ponies. We don't talk, you know what I mean? But you go on our social medias, you won't see any shit. You know what I mean? You won't see fucking Lamborghinis or this and that. Not saying I've got one, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of people on social media these days, they show the show, but it's a lot of smoke and mirrors out there too.
100%.
Yeah?
I've seen
and we've
that.
seen it.
Yeah, we've seen that so hard recently in sense of smoke and mirrors and people
100%.
just
Especially with
fucking-
mates.
yeah.
Bro, I used to have a lot of mates, yeah? I got 5 now. And we're all on the same track.
5. I've got like 4.
Yeah? But what I'm saying is
Yeah.
the amount of friends that I've lost, especially, it's been a lot.
Yeah.
Age has lost mates too. Do you know what I mean? But it just goes to show you, like, as you get older, you want to be around the like-minded people. You know what I mean?
Going back to the relationship between owners and a business and how you said it's important. I'm playing devil's advocate here because I feel like we do that a lot. We just poke and ask questions. I'm reading a book.
Is my water not good enough?
Actually,
like my
talking
bottle.
about that, can I get some more?
Yeah,
It's filtered.
Thanks.
Is yours filtered? This is filtered
He
water.
just rips it out of the table.
There you go. That's enough. Thanks, man. Legend.
I'll top up my bottle. No, I've got the so,
Yeah.
What was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So I'm reading a book at the moment. I'm just being, considerate.
No, it's good.
Thank you. I'm reading a book at the moment, and it practically implies that, although you should love what you do, business owners should not have an emotional attachment to their business.
Mm-hmm.
The reasoning behind that, again, it's a lot more focused on the individual running the business and making sure that individual, knows within themselves what their strengths are. Because hypothetically, vintage. Vintage.
Come on, bro.
Because I had the
Shut up,
I had
bro.
the vintage in my head too.
Everyone says it. Doesn't matter.
we get vintage.
Yeah.
We get vintage as well. It does our head in.
If
we
it's-
actually talking
What do you
about
mean
that.
vintage? There's not even a T in there.
Nah, but like you look at it quickly, like in an email form, you've got vintage. You gotta write it down, and you always think it's vintage. Bro, I'm telling you, we've had to buy a domain, vintagecustoms.com.au.
100%, just so it transfers back.
Fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What a fuck around.
Oh, man.
You know how much work we've probably lost because can't send it to Vintage Customs, and we can't buy .com because someone's got it in America wants 50K for it.
Fuck.
We're like, nah.
What a flop.
At
That's
all.
cooked.
But yeah,
Anyway.
Yeah. So if the company was, you know, for whatever reason, Touchwood again, was to go under tomorrow, this is what the book's explaining. You shouldn't be emotionally attached to it. You should be able to just soldier on and continue to move.
Yeah.
What are your sort of thoughts behind that?
what's tough
Yeah.
It's a tough question.
because our life revolves around the business.
Well, that's the point of the
but-
book. It's essentially not to put
Yeah,
all your eggs and emotions into one
I
basket.
know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? It would hurt, and I'd.
Yeah, but you move on. You know how to pass. You know how to move on.
Give yourself a week.
We're not fucking
It is what
dumb.
it is.
We're not dumb people to
You'd
not
go-
be,
you'd go again.
You know what I mean? Start something new.
You're not just gonna dwell and go, I'm a piece of shit or whatever. You're like, all right, fuck
Yeah.
it. It fucked up.
For something like
the
that
ship
to
has sailed.
Yeah.
Let's make a new ship.
100%.
Start sailing. Start swimming. Do something.
And
Just don't sink.
And then going on that, if you were to start again, would there be things that you would do differently?
Probably. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, for sure.
Go
Tell
Like
nuts.
what?
Systems and
Different business
processes.
partner.
Different business partner.
It'll be more of a niche market.
Yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
Sure.
Yeah. That's actually
So what we've done, what we are now, like fuck, we take everything on. There's no saying no to nothing.
Even a $5 job.
Yeah, like it's. But we're at that point now where we can't say no to a job. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just got to that point. So if we were to start again one day, it will be more of a fucking targeted niche market.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
And
our fucking
And less staff.
yeah.
more stuff, more problems.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we
that's
got 30 headaches.
Cool.
But in saying that, our staff are very good. We're very picky with our staff.
As you should be, man.
Yeah.
We
they're
are.
the backbone.
Yeah.
They hold the
But
shit
we do
together.
have key players, and we can't complain with our staff. Our staff are, mate, without them, we'd be nothing.
Yeah.
Straight up. But
That's actually one thing I wanted to ask, and you sort of touched on it, is we sort of wrote down, like you said, you want a niche. Is like, because you guys sort of cover the whole majority of the market share in sort of everything graphics. Let's use that
Correct,
word very
yeah.
loosely.
yeah.
And it's like, how do you go about sort of, like you said, maximizing profit margins because you're sort of doing so much? Is it like you said, is it better to just be the best at like just making cups with logos, or is it better for you guys to do
Well, there's-
t-shirts, boom, 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 boom?
There's so many companies out there, the signage companies that just targeting car wraps or vehicle wraps and graphics. They don't do fucking shop signage. They'll just do vehicle wraps. Then there's another joint that just do shop signage and fucking shit like that, and they're not good at vehicle wraps, so they don't touch them. Then there's signage companies that just do commercial stuff that Vinny does. You know, all your high rise and all your, we fucking do it all. You know, and there's companies out there that do the little wedding stuff. We do that shit. You know what I mean? We do.
We literally do everything.
I think it ties in back to what you were saying about the foundations of cement yourself, grow, cement yourself, grow,
100%.
cement yourself, grow. Because at the end of the day, although I heavily agree with, do one thing and do it right. If you're doing that one thing and you do it right, you can then explore avenues. It's all about, in business, it's all about systems.
1000%.
Yeah.
So if you create a system where that one product is doing exceptionally well, you create another system for it to continue to grow on its own, and then
scale itself.
create another product. And I think that's the way business is. It's not one product. Yeah, all right, I've got it down pat now. It's fucking excellent. I'm not going to touch it anymore. That's when the other system comes into play,
Yeah.
like a separate arm, separate branch,
100%.
and then that grows on itself too.
That's right.
To answer your question,
So how do you guys differentiate from every other graphic company, signage company?
Customer service.
Yeah, customer service. You know how many people I
You won't beat
spoke
us
to
on
another
customer
person
service.
today.
what jobs do you guys actually do?
Everything.
But we're not listening to anything they
I
just
know,
said.
no, I know.
No, like,
I know what you guys do, but in terms of actual specifics, because you
Specific,
you
like-
said $5 jobs. Like, what's a $5
Alright,
job?
specific wise, like $5 job meeting, fucking, I just want 10 stickers for the back of my car for a little car club I'm starting up.
You know how many signage companies would say no to that?
Yeah.
And we've had it. They've rocked up into our shop, come to reception. The girls will say, got this guy, it's a very small job, it's probably 10, 20 bucks. Look, that's all right. Go down, talk to him. Oh, no one will do this job for me. No other signage company. It's all right, we'll do it. All good. Do the job.
But now he's hooked forever.
Yeah.
We'll do the job. All good. Don't stress. Only 20 bucks on the house. Next minute, 2 weeks later, he sent referral through, 20 grand job, bang, jackpot.
There you go.
You know how many times that's happened though? That's why we don't say no to a $5 job.
So many times. But like back to what you were saying, what we actually fucking do is large format printing. So you want a wall wrap on your wall, we'll wrap it, yeah? Shop front windows, if they want to fully cover them with advertising, we'll do that shit. Clothing printing, you might want some jumpers done. We do all that stuff.
Do you guys do the jumpers as well, or just the printing and then somebody sends them off to get the clothes made?
No, we get them in.
Oh, yeah.
AS Colour, we use AS Colour garments,
Yep.
and then we print them, yeah?
Okay, mad.
We've got some good contacts that assist us with printing. We don't print it in-house.
Okay, yeah.
But then we got vehicle wraps and graphics. So we're known for wraps and vehicles.
Very well known for
So
wraps.
one factory is just geared up for that. And then it goes down
So there's
to...
3 running at the moment.
No,
Yep.
there's 2. One's more
One's
of a storage.
storage.
Yeah.
The one I came to, you guys had a whole garage for wrapping. You were wrapping cars.
Yep,
Yeah, that's our main
That's
factory.
the main one, yeah.
that's the main one. We'll get our printing upstairs, a few more office spaces.
But we've split the business in half, and then Vinny's
Literally.
doing all your commercial. He's got his crew, his installers, his designers, his project managers.
This is why the business, the partnership has worked. A lot of partnerships fail, yeah? I'd say out of 10 partnership businesses, 2 will survive. Yeah? I see it all the time.
We said it last time. It's like you got one guy might be like, again, let's just use the start as example.
Yeah,
You knew stuff about electric. You could make a light work. He
Yeah.
could draw a sign.
100%.
Draw the sign, make a light out of it.
That's it.
It's that simple.
What
Bro, in
other
10
factors,
years,
though?
we've had 3 fights in 3 years. Yeah? Not big fights, just disagreements. But the difference is he'll trust me to make a call now, and I'll trust him. That's where it's at now. But at the same time, we both run 2 different divisions of the business. I run purely commercial. I do a lot of hotels, apartments,
High rises.
high rises, all that. I do a lot of that stuff. Where Age will run all your
Car
vehicle
stuff.
wraps.
Yeah. All
He
your
still does all
retail,
your
everyday
retail,
shit.
shopping centres. We do a lot of shopping centres and all that as well.
Like I've got I wouldn't know from a bar of soap like fucking into detail the jobs that he does. You know what I mean? I know the jobs because I see him, but I couldn't pinpoint him and say, oh, you do that one, that one, that one, that one. Same as him with me. Because I got my crew that do my shit and he's got his crew that does his. But they all work in the same house. Do you know what I mean?
So how does it? Let's say, God forbid, you guys. Let's say someone fucks up a car up. Let's just say you want to fire them. How does that work in that sense? We still speak to Vinny and go, all right, this person did this, or like how does it go about? Because like you sort of manage that person in that crew. How do you guys go about sort of?
Well, like what Vinny was
communicating?
saying, we trust our judgment to make that call.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? If it needs to be done, it needs to be done. If I need to hire a staff member, do you know what I mean? I'll just have a chat with them, put them on if I think their value of it. They'll rock up to work for the first day and be like, oh, hey, you going? I'm Vinny. Like,
Or we'll play joking and be like, I'm your new work colleague, whatever. I'm not even your boss. That's the act I'm playing to him. Have
That's
a joke.
smart,
It's a
yes.
laugh.
fuck
It's
around.
funny.
Yeah.
What's that TV show? Undercover Boss.
Literally, it's literally like that. There was one not long ago we done it too. It was pretty funny.
How long did you drag it out?
Oh, for at least a day.
Oh, that's
Yeah, until the word gets out.
And then like you get to the end of the day, yeah, so you're actually fired, bro. Fucking flop, get out, bro.
The new workers just turn around the finish like, bro. This
Bro,
fucking place
these
sucks.
days I'd love to do more, but try to find someone that wants to work.
Oh, that's
No one
fine.
wants to work these days. It's a joke. You can't even, mate. We've had ads running for 2 years straight. No one wants to work. They're sitting at home getting paid.
Bad,
Fuck
bro.
yeah.
Bad.
Better be careful what we say because he's probably get taken down. But
That's
it's
a whole
true though,
nother thing,
yeah.
bro,
It's
yeah.
a whole nother ball game.
But you do find them.
Yeah,
You find them.
eventually.
What were your biggest throughout the period of starting the business and partnership and growth? What has been your biggest lesson, do you think?
I'd say biggest lesson.
On a personal level and on a business
Yeah.
level.
Fuck, it's a hard one.
Biggest lesson, not letting your emotions get in between you.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I might not like,
Yep.
you
It's a
know,
good one.
the way he might fucking talk to me, like, but fucking, I'll put him back in his spot. And same with him. He'll do the same to me.
Like if he's been blunt to you one day.
yeah, like passive aggressive or just fucking just being a cunt of a bloke. Like,
Which has happened.
he does it, I fucking do it. Like,
How
there's
bad
times
is it when
when,
your business partner's blunt?
yeah, like, it's just, it does your head in. But don't let it get to you. Like, you just move on. You let it pass.
He might be having a bad day.
That's it.
like,
That's
it is-
how he said it.
he's not trying
Correct.
to take it out on
Just-
you, but shit happens.
I get it. You're having a shit day in your head. All good. Like, just let it be.
I'll try not to crack you, but we'll touch base. We'll touch base tomorrow.
Exactly
right.
what I'm saying. Like,
But
don't let
then-
it get
That's
into
right.
your head
Yeah.
because I'm a fucking feisty person. He's a feisty person. Put it together. Bro, we'll be
Bro,
punching on in my
hard,
office.
bro.
Fucking, I'll throw his cunt out my door. Like, you know what I mean? But you
Relax,
gotta,
bro.
like, just.
Let's get the boxing gloves
Oh,
on.
come on, bro. Let's go.
Who would win?
Yeah, facts.
Who would win?
Vinny's
Yeah.
quick. Vinny's quick.
Ooh.
But I'm a bit stronger, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's all it's all
He's got you on height, I reckon. But I reckon if you go under,
Yeah, a bit of undercut, get under the chin, get in the pocket.
I reckon we should sponsor a boxing match between.
Yes,
you
can we
guys.
do
I
it?
reckon we'll
for
host an
charity.
event at the factory.
sure.
A lot of people have said that. You
Let's
got
get
a
a ring.
perfect venue for it, bro.
True.
I reckon we should.
100%. But nah, it's what he said. That's it.
Yeah.
But I think the best thing these days is more trying to find, I'd say outside of work, being more happy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Get a hobby. Like,
I got no hobby. Exactly. He just said it.
Yeah.
Literally.
Get a hobby.
Hobbies are so important.
because it gets his
Age is a
mind off
sports
shit.
star.
No,
He's a sports star.
I play soccer. It gets my head off shit.
It's
you
You
know?
play golf?
Nah, I hate golf, man.
Thank you
Fucking-
so much.
What
It's
a
a
shit
fucking
sport.
shit sport. You're a real estate agent, bro. It's shit,
shit
bro.
sport.
Hey, we done a vlog on a golf course,
Cuz.
and I think that so many people discreetly were like, "Look at these fucking idiots taking advantage of a golf course." Like, because we're just fucking
Pretty fun though.
Nah,
It
golf's
was
sick.
good.
It's not, bro.
can't do
You
it.
shut up. As soon as you hit a ball with the club and it makes contact and the ball goes fucking flying,
Yeah,
and you
just
hear
go
that,
to a driving
Go to a
range.
driving range.
That's it.
that's
That's
still golf, you dickhead.
yeah, golf driving range. I'd say yeah.
That's not playing, bro. I'm hitting a ball as hard as I can.
Yeah, but that's
Because I'm
the,
an angry piece of shit. I want to hit something hard.
but that's the best thing of it. Like just the.
I'm not aiming at any holes, bro. It's too hard, bro.
Yeah,
You
but
think
you're
I'm
aiming
Tiger
at a
Woods?
hole and then you got to fucking chase this thing and find it. I
Yeah,
can't
bro.
do that.
Yeah, bro. I still drive a
But
buggy.
hit it straight. Don't lose it.
When we went and played golf, I bought a pack of 12 balls. I lost them all. Like,
I still
Literally.
drive the buggy around, flip
It's an
it.
expensive
it.
fucking hobby too. I'll tell you that much. Jesus.
But yeah, now going back to that, I think the best thing is you definitely need a hobby, which I'm still trying to find. 10 years later, I got no hobby, bro.
Cars.
Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
fuck, don't tell me about
I
cars.
know. No, like we've got cars, we've got all that, but
Send
it's
the
not a hobby,
E30s
man.
outside.
It's not a hobby. You know what I mean? Like I do gym,
It's a fucking money pit.
Hard.
Yeah.
like you do gym, whatever, but it's still not a hobby. I'm still trying to find what I want to do.
Do jiu-jitsu or something. I'm
But-
going to
I
start
don't
next
know.
year.
I got to do something.
Next year, we'll start together.
Ballet.
Even
Ballet.
that, ballet, just something. I need to do
Ballet's
something.
good for a boxer.
But what
Shooting.
I find is that
nah, Vinny shoot. You shoot, bro.
yeah, I
Used to.
I used to
Gun
shoot.
license.
Vinny was going to play for Australia.
Double
I was.
double barrel.
I was nearly going to shoot for Australia. No
Oh, wow.
bullshit. I swear to God.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
But
a
then-
hobby, mate.
Yeah, but then work got involved.
Now
in
you
the
shoot
way.
people.
That's right.
It's on
But,
private property. It's all right.
That's it. But no, I think to answer your question is more these days trying to your mental health, bro, plays a big ball game in business.
Okay, okay. Well, here's one for you. How do you keep that in check when shit's fucking? You just
Fucking
eating shit, bro.
Find the way
I
to
just
go to
told
the
you,
gym.
bro. He's got guns
Go to the gym, man. It's good mentally, physically. It just keeps your head level. Like,
and soccer.
Yeah.
Where do you
soccer.
where do you play soccer?
Where? George Cross.
I don't know what the
So-
fuck that is.
Up in my area, Caroline Springs. Good club.
Damn.
Been there for a few years. It's good fun.
Seniors.
It's not serious. It's only Metro, so it's Sunday
Metro.
League.
So-
you could say.
Sunday league.
For
I don't
old
even know what
men.
that means,
So, Sunday league is like
Sunday
you
league
rock
is
up
like,
to the
yeah.
game having a beer,
Yeah.
and then you
Like
just.
beer in your water bottle sort of playing. You know?
Yeah.
Like that.
Nice.
But
But still fun.
end of the day, when you're on the field, you don't think about anything else.
100%. You switch off.
And that's the good thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, that's the good thing
100%.
about fucking shit like that. And it gets your mind off shit. You go to training, same thing.
I think that's actually a really big one because Michael and I, they say, with in his industry, my industry, it's like you get home, it's like laptop back open again, bang, bang, bang,
Yeah.
emails.
Yeah, but that's
this,
how it is.
Yeah, that's fine. Like we're all for it, but it's like sometimes you just need like a couple hours.
Yeah, I agree.
Or just a couple. But it's like, but like you can't. You go to just kick back on your phone and watch a movie, and your brain's like, but fuck, I didn't do this guy's quote, or I didn't send this email. You're
That's
like,
why
oh,
I think physical activity is good because if it's
100%.
if you're kicking back, and I've had this issue recently where if my kickback time is watching a movie or TV show, my head's going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mate,
that's the
still
same thing.
thinking,
Same
I'm
as
still
me.
thinking.
Where if
Yeah.
it's a physical activity, whether it is fucking golf, in that moment, concentrating on what I'm doing in that moment and switching off.
That's
or
right.
soccer, you're concentrating on kicking the fucking ball straight and not vomiting.
Yeah.
And, and
Nah, you're
shooting,
right.
you're concentrating
Yeah.
about, pointing the gun at someone
That's
and
right.
shooting them. But that's the point. I think physical activity is great for that
It's
reason
true
as
though,
well.
yeah. Like I'll give an example. Recently, like I was doing majority of all the marketing, social media, and I said to Age, we need to put a marketing manager on, man. Like it's getting too much. Bro, I'll go home and all I'll do at night is just literally 3-4 hours of social media. For years I've done it. But it plays a big part of your mind. You're like, fuck man, like
It's time consuming too, isn't it?
bro, don't even
Fucking
go
time
there,
consuming.
man. Anyway, so we just recently put on a marketing manager because
That's a big one I've heard of a few successful business people when they say, like, yeah, you could do that thing. Let's say the social media that takes
Yeah.
you 4 hours. But what happens if you outsource that, paid someone? Let's say even if it's $100 an hour, so
Yeah.
that's $400 out of your pocket.
that's right.
But with that 4 hours, as the backbone of the business, how much more money could you make in that 4 hours? for your business?
1,000%.
So if you paid $400 to save yourself 4 hours, but you just made 15 grand,
That's right.
you just made 14.5 grand.
Yeah,
100%.
In
But
4
that's very
hours.
that's yeah, that's
Time is money at the end of the day. So
it definitely is.
Yeah.
And there's not enough hours in the day, that's for sure.
Andy.
What are your, I think before we wrap up, let's have a look into the future. What are your thoughts on, technology? Do you guys see that changing your business in terms of signs and everything, maybe more virtual reality?
Before you even answer, like how often, like especially for like printing, I used to work at a printing company. How often is like you guys have to update? Because I know there's always new shit coming out.
Look, there is, but look, people say years to come, everything's going to go digital billboards, this and that. We've already got digital billboards, but your local fish and chip person is not going to fucking put a digital billboard at
Fucking
the front of the
20
shop.
grand, bro.
No
know,
way, they're not going to do that.
Couple
The
$100
sad
I
thing
wanna
is,
say.
like,
And end of the day, there's signage fucking everywhere. You wouldn't even know that there's signage. You might, like, as soon as you leave this place and you look, there's a sign, like a street sign, for example. You walk through an apartment, there's a sign on a door saying fucking fire safety door. Someone's got to do that shit. They're not going to be digital. Like, there's always going to be signage. Everyone needs to eat. It's the same thing. Everyone needs a sign.
Yeah.
Signage is the oldest, longest trade that's ever existed. Back into the fucking Stone Age, man. They were making signs.
That's
So
what-
it's never going to die.
we should get back into that with the hammer and chisel.
100%.
So, yeah, with that, what's sort of the next step for Vinage? What's the next 5 years looking at? Is it another factory? Is it something else you guys want to niche out into?
No, look, I don't reckon grow massively. Like, I think we're at a point where we can sort of now build.
Yep.
And now it's just jigging things.
Is it now so?
Systemize.
Is it-
Systemize it.
Right
make
now,
it-
we're exactly where we want to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you grow too big, doesn't mean you're going to make more money. You can actually go backwards.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's where we're at now. We're like, shit, what do we do? But now we've both got the same headspace where it's like, all right, I think we should just keep the business where it is. It's making money. We've got the staff. I think now we should start making the business work for itself. Systems,
Yeah.
more different, like put different systems in, put more key people in.
So it's like we
Places.
can take a step back. Money keeps coming in.
No, if like you need to fucking go on a week away
That's right.
with your family, no shit's going to still run and it's not going to fall apart.
100%.
It's so overlooked, like for businesses, people just don't even think about it or think, it's not worth investing in a CEO.
Yeah.
Even a PA.
Yeah, it's good.
VAs.
But like fucking, how are you going to find a CEO?
That's the process. It's
That's what I
finding-
mean.
There's a big
It's
process,
Finding,
correct.
it's not
Yeah.
not an easy process.
Yeah.
Against why people have hesitance. Oh my god, it's why people are hesitant towards it because they think it's a big process. It costs a lot of money. But I'm telling you right now, like if you find the CEO
Yeah.
that knows what the fuck they're doing, and again, it won't be someone straightforward that come in and know everything off the top of their head. They'll a proper CEO will have to learn the ins and outs of the business.
Yeah,
But a proper
correct.
CEO also, I believe, would want fucking shares in your business too. They're not going to just do it for a wage. You know what I mean?
Some do. Some,
reckon?
Yeah, no, I know a few that just
I
do it
think
for a
some do,
wage.
yeah.
A lot of companies, sort of your size and
Yeah.
bigger, they don't do shares. They
Yeah.
it's just a fucking great wage.
Yeah.
And then they employ them and they work for a great wage. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because then if you're becoming a CEO and they want shares, then they're just another director.
Yeah.
and
Correct.
It makes no fucking difference.
100%.
Because it's just another one of you guys
That's right.
who then will want to leave. Who
step back as well,
Who
which
want to
defeats
step back as well.
Defeats the
Right.
purpose,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Look, it's definitely the next 5 years is more systemizing it. So not that so much we can step back, but it's like H said, it's more like we'll always be in control. But if he goes on a holiday or I go on a holiday, it's more like example, if you go on holiday now, we've still got to sort of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't think will ever go. You still got to check your emails and make sure shit's in check, but it's more like, is the joint still going to run and flow, yeah? Yeah, so that's what I think our biggest...
But even like, I know for myself too, if I can take a step back on doing the little things that I shouldn't have to do, I could put my mind to more things to make things better, you know, like even take that little bit more time and, you know, maybe work in the fucking factory with the staff, like just not fucking work, but you know what I'm saying? They see you around. Yeah. Like half the time they don't see you around. You're just in your office grinding, fucking making calls, sending emails, quotes, sales. You know, I don't see half my staff for fucking until Friday.
Literally. Then you walk out and they're like, shit.
Yeah.
Where the fuck you been? It's true though.
Do you guys have sales that work with you, or is it just more social media, word of mouth?
Nah, we're the sales reps.
And you're the sales. So you guys do the calls.
Yeah. I don't believe in sales reps.
No.
That's one thing.
How come?
Just don't believe in it. Bro.
Fucking sales dogs.
We are, me and him are the sales reps. We let our work speak for itself. We get the sales. We make the calls. Bro, still to this day, I don't care even if I've been in business for 30 years. If I find a hot lead, I'm going to fucking call them and cold call them. And I'm not going to stop calling them until I get their fucking work.
How do leads work in your business?
So, example, like I use LinkedIn to my advantage, yeah? Big time. So, I've learned to train myself to talk. Example, like, I'm going to give my tip away now. But I'll find the person's name, their position, yeah? Find out what they do. And I'll be like, shit, I'd love to get in this business. Call them up, cold call them. And I'll say, such and such told me to call you. And they're like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They play along with it.
They play along with it. And you're like, all right, fuck, I've grabbed them. And it's like, yeah, he told me to call you.
Because that brings down that sales wall.
And this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then before you know it, you've just got your foot in the door. So sometimes you just got to...
Be cheeky.
Be a bit cheeky
just
there.
Talk shit.
Talk a bit of shit. Get in and you grab them. And to be honest, a lot of our, say, bigger customers, we've got like that. But then once you've got them and you deliver the service, it's happy days.
That's it. Then it's just repeat. Then
but then it's also like, obviously, like we do a bit of, you know, Google marketing too.
No, we do Google marketing,
you know?
which I was very against, but
like
it
SEO
worked.
work.
Yeah,
100%
it overworks. We've got someone next.
I'm saying like
I said SEO and shit. Yeah.
So would you guys
100%.
prioritize looking for customers that would use you consecutively rather than the once?
Yes and no, because that person will know. It's like we were saying before. Fucking the customers are word of mouth.
Yeah,
we've done work for clients where they've just started their business, and now they've got 20 fleet of work cars for a Sparky company. You know what I mean? We've seen them grow as much as they've seen us grow in the same time.
But at the same time,
Novotel came and said, "Hey guys, we want to do a contract with you for 3 years. You do all the signs in our, buildings across Australia."
No worries,
no problem.
Sort it out.
Easy. Where do I sign? Get the contract ready.
Yallah.
But I'll tell you one thing.
I've never signed a contract for signage, though.
Never.
All these times.
Never, but we've kept the work on flowing.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing.
Oh, so you haven't had any contracts?
Oh, contracts for like commercial builders
property builders. We sign contracts all the time. I'm talking like you got to sign contract for the next 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Shit doesn't exist no more. But my thing is, if you do the right thing and your price is always right and you're always on point, they'll never get rid of you. But I'll bring up COVID. We've built our business from the start not to have 10 major clients. Yeah. Touch wood, and we're very blessed. We were fine through COVID. Yeah. And the reason why is because we've got 3,000-4,000 small to medium clients that they just feed us every single day. Yeah.
Drip feed. That's it.
We've got the big. We've got the big clients.
It's all cash flow.
It's good to have a diverse clientele.
100%. We've got about, I reckon, 20 big clients that are good, but where were they to be seen during COVID? Nowhere, because they weren't spending. So if we were just relying on them, what was I going to do for my staff? Bro, we kept all our staff. We paid all our staff. Mate, we'll fine.
Like nothing happened with them, you know. We didn't delay pay, nothing.
Which was good.
How did you guys go with the, what was it? What did they call it when you were an essential worker? Were you guys running then?
Yeah, we were essential because we were doing shopping centres, COVID signs everywhere. Do you know what I mean? So we were sweet. But what I'm saying, getting back to the moral of the story is that I believe when you got a business, you should grow your business to have multiple,
Diversify.
diversify and have lots of clients rather than concentrating on your big client.
Cash flow.
Yeah.
Correct. You hit the nail on the head there.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Definitely not. And I believe it's a lot of people still do that to this day. And unfortunately, there is a lot of businesses going under, still feeling the effects from COVID, which is shit. But what do you do? It's life.
Righty, boys. We'll wrap it up there.
Anyway,
Do you guys want to say anything? Shout out to anyone. If you're not already, following the boys on Instagram. If you need any signage, anything, literally anything that has, you can write on any piece of paper, that goes anywhere, hit up the boys. And if you guys would like to say anything,
you know where to find us.
We can say from experience that your work is exceptional. Yes. So thank you, boys.
We appreciate it a lot, and thank you very much for having us
Thanks
on.
for having us, boys. We
Thank you
appreciate it
very
a lot.
much, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Thanks, guys. Bye.